Our board of directors and a few brave volunteers will be playing various inhabitants of the North Pole.
Speak up. Are you the church? I'll get the device and whatever it is.
Hey, next. Lifting your leg on me.
Come here, technician. Technical difficulties here.
Just get short out your life.
Oh, Colleen, are you supposed to be back there?
I don't know.
Colleen Smith.
I'm not with these guys.
You guys union labor out there?
This is pretty
That's the
typical.
problem is.
This is what usually happens with these things.
Is this a government operation?
Yeah, well, I don't know that it would.
You can hear here.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Our board of directors and a few brave volunteers will be playing various inhabitants of the North Pole, including elves, reindeers, and other creatures from Christmas folklore. Santa himself has summoned us to his workshop.
You them.
Here he comes.
Here I am, Santa. Here I am. Be real loud.
My workshop has been broken into. My magic sack of toys has been stolen. Without that sack, there can be no Christmas. I've called each of you here because one of you is responsible, and now I need to find out who. There's no time to spare. It's Christmas Eve, and if that sack of toys is not recovered soon, I will not be able to deliver toys to all good little boys and girls.
Now let's meet our cast of characters.
I am Donner, one of Santa's 8 tiny reindeer. I'm responsible for helping Santa fly the sleigh each Christmas Eve and deliver the presents to all the good little boys and girls. I love Christmas and I am devoted to my job. But that sleigh is so dang heavy. Flying it through the air to all those houses is an exhausting task. Even with the help of the other 7 reindeers, I have never hesitated to let them know that I am dissatisfied with my workload. But everyone just thinks that I'm lazy. I wish I had been a little bit less vocal with my complaints. Now Santa must think my unhappiness with my job might be enough to make me willing to steal the toys and spoil Christmas. If I don't just learn to keep my mouth shut.
I don't know. I think it was aiming for you.
Now Donner has to prove his innocence, and the best way to do that is to find out who is really responsible for the theft.
I am Ivan Blizzard, the lead foreman at the toy factory. Got my toy belt and our tool belt and everything. I oversee production of all the toys. I feel I'm the most skilled and competent person at the North Pole. Without my efforts, Christmas would never happen. And yet Santa is the one who gets all the credit for my hard work. It isn't fair. I am a far better leader and a toy maker than Santa. That jolly old fool can't manage Christmas half as well as I can. If only the elves would revolt and put me in charge.
I am Ernest Winters.
This is serious. isn't a laughing matter. The applause needs to stop. Okay, state your case.
Hi, I am Ernest Winters, one of Santa's elves. I am responsible for assisting in the manufacture of the toys and presents, destined for all the good little boys and girls in the world. I love my job, but lately I've been feeling burnt out. I've worked hard for the last 175 years and could really use a break. Hawaii would be delightful this time of year.
I'm with you, Ernest.
Now, wait a minute, Mrs. Santa.
Unfortunately, Santa denied Ernest's vacation request and he submitted 6 months ago stating that there was too much work to be done and he could not afford to let anyone take time off. Since then, Ernest's enthusiasm for his job has fallen even further to the point that other elves have been commenting on it. He's had 3 write-ups in the last 6 months, all related to his bad attitude while at work. Now he is really wishing he had kept a more positive outlook. It seems his bad attitude has left Santa with the impression that he may be the one responsible for the theft of the toys. Now he has to prove his innocence, and the best way to do that is to figure out who really stole the toys.
I am the Christmas fairy, one of the most famous icons of Christmas. My likeness is atop every Christmas tree, but now Santa Claus, with his jolly laugh and endless supply of presents, has stolen all of my glory.
Christina admits she is bitter about the state of affairs and longs for a return to the good old days. But that doesn't seem to mean she would go so far as to steal Santa's toys. Christine is full of devoted to the Christmas spirit and would never do anything that would spoil the joy of all the little boys and girls in the world, even if she does believe Santa is a crass, overly commercialized hack who is stripping the true meaning of the holiday. So to both prove her innocence and save Christmas on behalf of all the children, she had better do her best to piece together the identity of the real culprit.
I am Caroline Claus, better known as Mrs. Claus. Hoo, hoo, hoo. I am Santa's wife, second in command, and the one responsible for making all the cakes, cookies, candy, and other Christmas delicacies that have fed the inhabitants of the North Pole. Okay. You know I am one of the most beloved people associated with Christmas. I'm not sure why I'm here. It is true that I have keys to Santa's workshop, but you surely can't believe I would do anything to harm Christmas.
Mrs. Claus, since you are here, you better do your best to solve this crime. After all, you have cookies to bake.
I'm Tanya Brown, the singing tree. La 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 la. I am a beautifully decorated Douglas fir, wrapped in tinsel and garland, topped with a gleaming star. My job at the North Pole is to provide Christmas music for the elves and other workers to keep them cheerful and hardworking. I'm usually planted outside the front door to the toy factory, but since it is Christmas Eve and the elves are finished, I uprooted myself and ambled on over to the Claus's house to sing to Mrs. Claus while she is baking cookies.
All right.
Tanya is now wishing she had just stayed put. It seems moving close to the Claus home, where Santa's workshop is located, has brought her under suspicion of stealing Santa's toys, something she would never do. To prove her innocence, solve the mystery, and identify the thief before Santa decides she should be more useful as a Christmas wreath.
A what?
A Christmas wreath or a bonfire.
Hi, I am Jackie Frost, the animated snowman. I was brought to life by an enchanted hat, and since then have spent my life working hard to bring Christmas magic to the world. Here at the North Pole, I am responsible for sprinkling the snowflakes over toys, which gives them an added spark of Christmas spirit. I can be inside for short periods of time, but the indoor temperature is far too warm for my liking. So I usually spend my days outside the door to the Claus home where Santa brings me the toys that require an added spark of magic. Now it seems that my mere presence near the Claus home and Santa's workshop, wherever he is,
He's behind me.
is enough to place me under suspicion for the theft of Santa's toys. That's a fine reward for my years as a Christmas servant.
It seems all Jackie can do is try his hardest to prove this mystery and help identify the identity of the real thief and prove his innocence to ensure that the magic of Christmas is properly delivered to all the good boys and girls.
I am the Krampus. I am 7 foot tall, dark gray skin, glowing red eyes, and a barbed tail. I wear a coat of soot, stained leather, with a Christmas wreath around my neck. At my side, I carry bags full of coal and switches. I live at this Christmas dungeon under the Claus's house. I am the Christmas monster. While Santa delivers toys to all the good boys and girls, I deliver coal and switches to the naughty children. The very, very naughty children go in my sack and brought back to the North Pole to work in Santa's and work in the coal and switch mines. I love my job, and I am very good at it. It's simple enough. I can smell the difference between naughty and nice children. The nice children I leave alone, and the naughty ones are punished.
Krampus, poor Krampus, does not know why he's under suspicion because stealing Santa's toys won't do anything to punish the naughty children. After all, naughty children don't get toys anyways.
Santa Claus has gathered the 8 of you together outside the door of the Claus house, a large cottage trimmed in red and green with a curl of smoke rising from the chimney. You all know the layout of Santa's home. Past the front door is a short hallway and a set of stairs leading to the Claus living quarters. Going one way down the hall leads to Mrs. Claus's kitchen. Going the other leads to the side entrance and to the room which houses Santa's workshop. Somewhere in the house is a trap door leading down to the Christmas dungeon where the Krampus makes his lair.
I brought you here because I have reason to suspect that one of you broke into my locked workshop and stole the Santa Christmas toys. Donna and Ernest Winters, you're here because of ongoing problems with your attitudes that might have led one of you to commit such a crime. Miss Claus, Ernest Winters, and Ivan Blizzard have keys to the workshop, which puts you under suspicion. Christina, I know that you have been good reason. I'm sorry. I know that you have a good reason to resent me for my Christmas fame. Jackie and Tanya, you both were seen outside my house this afternoon. And Krampus, well, you are an evil Christmas monster who hates children so. You are a logical suspect. One of you stole the toys. We must find out who our Christmas will be ruined.
Tanya Braun normally stays in front of the toy factory, but today she came over to Santa's house. Yeah. She did it.
I only came over to sing to Mrs. Claus.
Why are we discussing this? The Krampus is the Christmas monster who punishes kids. It's obvious that he's the thief.
Krampus don't steal toys. That's silly. Krampus steal really naughty kids.
Donner's always complaining to me about how much he hates pulling Santa's sleigh and how he wishes that something would happen so he didn't have to.
Well, I meant something like a family emergency or a toothache. Something so I would not have to pull the sleigh, not something that would ruin Christmas completely.
It seems like a really strange coincidence that Tanya came over near the workshop the same day the sack of toys was stolen.
Yeah. I always
The Christmas fairy has always been jealous of Santa. What a better way to get even than to prevent Santa from fulfilling his Christmas duties.
I am the spirit of Christmas.
That's what
Jealous.
you tell
Do
everyone.
you really think I would do anything to spoil the children's Christmas joys?
Now wait a minute. I saw Mrs. Claus outside her front door earlier today.
I was only outside to bring Jackie a Christmas cookie. Jackie, please tell her.
Miss Claus did bring me a cookie. I saw Ivy Blizzard poking around the edge of the Christmas forest earlier today, so.
We ran out of pine for the wreaths, so I went to pick some more.
Krampus over here, Ivy Blizzard, to some elves about what was a terrible boss Santa was and how he could do a better job.
Prop man. What is that?
Snowball.
Okay.
We had to improvise.
Well then, let's take a look at the workshop door. Let's walk through the workshop.
Where is it?
I'm not sure. Let's say this is it. Leads the workshop to the door at the end of the snow trail. Aha, look here! Puddles on the floor by the workshop door. Krampus' boots are dry. Donner and Tanya's don't wear boots, and Jackie is made of snow.
Well, it doesn't look like the door was forced open, so someone must have a key or pick the lock.
Ernest Winters has a key and has lost all his enthusiasm for Christmas ever since his Christmas vacation request was denied. It would be just like him to spoil Christmas for everybody else.
Krampus hates kids, everyone knows that.
Naughty children. Krampus hates naughty children. No care about good children.
The Krampus can pick locks.
Yep, Krampus great at breaking and entering. Also good at burglary and thievery.
Jackie Frost is made of snow. Look at these puddles. I think the conclusion is obvious.
Or the snow could have, been tracked in on someone's boot like Miss Claus. You idiot.
Like that. Well, let's see, I have lines over here. So.
Next page.
Ivan Blizzard asked me for a sugar plum pie. Woo! When I told him I was out of sugar plums and could not make any more pies, Ivan stalked away muttering something about I'd be up against the wall when the revolution came.
Oh, Mrs. Claus, what I actually said was, well, call me if you find a solution. You must have misheard me.
I'm made of snow. There's no way I could have been inside long enough to pick the lock and steal the toys. I would have just melted away.
I wish I could melt away.
Krampus down in Christmas dungeon below the workshop. Hears footsteps overhead. Sounds like someone open the side door. Walk in, go into the workshop. Someone in boots.
Prop man.
Prop man.
Prop man. Prop man. Is that Brad?
Yes.
Oh,
These are our pine needles. I told you we had to improvise.
All right
I
then.
knew I was losing my hair.
This is serious.
Whopping Christmas fairy.
All right, now. Let's check the side door.
Follow the trail of snow.
There are pine needles caught in the side door jamb. John, your help.
We're gonna fire from him. Where is he?
He's down there putting pine on the Ivan.
All righty.
The only ones without pine needles on them are Ernest Winters, Christina Kringle, and Jackie Frost.
I'm a reindeer. I have hooves. Is there really any way I could track this much snow in here?
Remember, I had to get pine for the wreaths. Ernest William Winters has been written up 3 times in the last 6 months for his bad attitude.
I know it's
He's not.
I told you, just because I'm not enthusiastic as I used to be, it doesn't mean that I hate Christmas.
Thanks, Ivan, down there.
Ivan Blizzard was seen carrying a sack of the toy into the toy factory several hours ago.
Yeah, but remember, it was full of pine for the Christmas wreaths.
Pine boughs in the door jamb. Who do we know made entirely of pine? That's right, Tanya Baum. Oh, Tanya Baum, oh, Tanya Baum is.
She said she was a fur, but we don't believe her.
Oh, for Pete's sake. We live in the middle of a Christmas forest. There are probably pine needles stuck in every door here. I'm a Christmas tree. I don't have hands. How exactly do you think I could have opened the door to get in the workshop? Or even picked up a sack of toys for that matter? Really?
It could have been magic. Someone might have used magic to steal the sack of toys. Jackie Frost and the Christmas fairy both have magic.
The Christmas fairy may not have been able to open the locked door, but she can fly. So could have flown in through the workshop window to get the sack.
You're not sleeping with me.
Oh, please, I'm 2 feet tall with gossamer wings made of snowflakes and the laughter of children. Even if I could have gotten the window open, there's no way I could fly with a giant bag of toys and see where you sleep tonight.
And she's telling the
After
truth.
Krampus leaves the basement, Krampus go up and sit on Santa's roof. See footprints in snow. Whoever come in must have feet.
Well, that really narrows it down, doesn't it?
Well, we've heard all the clues as to who stole my sack of toys. Now, who is the guilty party? Is there anyone who can tell me who done it?
Do we have any guesses from the audience? Who did it?
Well,
The prop man.
The prop man.
He just looks guilty.
Santa Claus did. The Muffin Man.
The gingerbread man?
The gingerbread man.
Okay, so far you're all
I was taking
wrong.
a shot at the union guy.
Would you like to know who did this?
Yeah.
Who's responsible for almost not having Christmas? Come on out and reveal yourself.
Tear off my stocking cap and throw it on the ground and stomp on it. Where's it, Santa? Santa. I admit it, you old fool. I stole the sack and hid it in the toy factory. It was me. I snuck into the workshop through the side entrance of the Claus home, stole the sack of toys from the candy cane storage at the toy factory. Without those toys, Christmas would have been ruined, blah, 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 blah. And the elves would have started to wonder whether Santa can keep things running. Then in a few days, I would find the toys myself, plant the story that Santa must have been incompetent and lost the sack himself. From there, it will be easy to stage a revolution and have myself installed as the supreme dictator of Christmas.
Got it.
The end. Can we have a hand for our players up here? They did an awesome job. We hope we entertained you for a little while anyway.
And he dropped his snowball.
Clean up your snowballs.
Here we go.
Pick up your balls, baby.
Okay, we're gonna draw for the other 3 door prizes. These are blue tickets.